Hi everyone! Today we're reviewing Colours of Daydreams by Nicolette Delafray. She's a Hungarian artist and this book was found on Etsy, so I'll link it in the description below. It's a very plain book to all intents and purposes as you look at the cover. It's all in black and white monochrome as you can see, and it's fully colourable. It's the kind of cover that you'll be able to colour with pencils, markers, whatever you wanted. So there's the front and there's the back. And when we open up, we've got a short little foreword from Nicolette. She says, "Welcome to my world. This book is a universe full of dreamy places by the sea, in the sky, in the deep forest, and between spring flowers just waiting for you to be coloured. Travel with adorable animals, fly with fairies, and dive with strange sea creatures. Accompany curious children and discover with your creativity this book that I had a lot of fun making for you all. Every image in this book is hand-drawn. Use your colour pencils, felt tip pens or gel pens and create a colourful new world. There's a page at the end of this book to save your colour palette for future reference. I recommend this book to anyone, young or old, adult or child, if you want to relax, take a break, or if you're looking for a gift for a new project. I wish you lots of fun and joy in colouring this book. Love, Nicolette." So, the book is really very whimsical. As she said, everything is hand-drawn, so you get that appreciation straight away that she's done everything by hand. None of it's digital, and it has that really cute, hand-drawn sort of imperfect look. So it is one-sided, as you can see. We've got a little book there for you to colour, but it's mostly full scenes. So you've got the children here looking through their fairy tale storybook, and all of the things inside, ships and treasure chests and potion bottles and everything that's just coming from that book, all of the stories that are inside, the imagination, and it's really, really sweet. So there's plenty of flora and fauna to colour in this book. Lots and lots of different flowers, little animals, insects. This is a really nice page. I was going to do this one, but I found one that I liked better. So you've got the door to this world of imagination, and it's covered by these creeping, they look like roses, but I'm not even sure whether these flowers in this book are true to life flowers or they're just whimsical florals that Nicolette has drawn. But I love this swing, look, with all the flowers down the sides. Just you can imagine, and it's hanging from the clouds as well, so yeah, it's very whimsical, very sort of fantastical. And we've got a cute little cottage here, or a shed, an outhouse, where all the tools and things are kept, and it's being overrun by all of the wildlife around it. We've got tomato plants, sunflowers, little strawberries growing from hanging baskets, just very sweet. So this is a window with loads of flowers in the window box here. We've got a dream catcher. We've got, what are those things called? Wind chime. There's little birds sitting on top. I love the shutters with the heart cut out. And obviously all the washing hanging from the window. So yeah, it's great. Then we've got a few smaller images, little vignettes of cupcakes, and they look really, really delicious, don't they? We've got a cupcake with a lemon or orange slice in it, blueberries. This has got some wafers in here. We've got little maybe chocolate stars. We've got strawberry with the strawberry sauce as well. We've got mint and maybe lemon. Cherries, raspberries, and what's this one? This kind of looks like strawberry as well, but it's got a beach theme, like a seaside theme. These will be really great just to colour if you want something quick to do. So I've seen a lot of floral bicycles in colouring books before. This one is beautiful. As you can see, the flowers are just growing over the fence and onto the bike. It's being reclaimed by nature. This one is a spherical motif. So if you are a fan of Johanna Basford, you'll be used to seeing these spherical motifs, and it does have that touch of Johanna Basford about it. Obviously there's lots of flowers. It's very, very pretty and sweet illustrations. So here he is. He's a little boy on a ladder, and it looks like he's painting. He's got a paintbrush in his hand, so I don't know what he's doing. He's in the clouds. There's rainbows, balloons. There's a train down here. Maybe he's just painting his storybook scene. So here we have a peacock with all of the glorious, huge, big feathers on display, and this will look incredible, especially with something shiny or metallic, sparkly, maybe gel pens or even metallic paint. That would look fantastic. They really take up the eye in this illustration, all of the feathers. So we've got a hot air balloon made of individual balloons. It kind of reminds me of the film Up, the Pixar film. So this would look fantastic, all coloured in different shades and, you know, really very colourful, very rainbow-like. Then we have a fairy tale castle. So again, with the big heavy wooden door, the stonework, good for practising, your stone and your brick. Again, being taken over by all of the creeping flowers. We've got a proper hot air balloon here with just the one balloon. And again, it's covered in flowers and leaves, and I would love to see hot air balloons like this. So we've got some flowers here. These are, I'm not entirely sure. I saw something very similar in the book that I reviewed yesterday, which was Hello Spring by Lenka Filinenko. And I think it might be some sort of maybe hydrangea, I'm not sure, but you've got all the little bees floating around, getting all the pollen. There's bits of pollen here in the air, and this would be a good opportunity to colour some translucent wings. So now we've got like a hammock or a swing in the sky that's being powered by these big, beautiful butterflies. So she's floating through the sky, she's having a nice little sleep, and she's above all of the town and the village here, just having a lovely dream. This is another one that I really wanted to colour. It's kind of got that Dutch feel to it with the windmills and the tulips. This will look fantastic when it's coloured. You've got a big area of sky to play around with, and I think just all of the tulips, you know, if you do them in reds and yellows, they're just going to look beautiful against the backdrop of the green hills. Another one that I wanted to colour, and I've definitely got my work cut out with this book, there's so many that I want to do, is the lighthouse. And you've got obviously the sea, so you can play around with how to colour the waves. You've got these big cresting fluffy waves here, and then you've got the rocks and things what the lighthouse is sitting on, and of course you've got the big sky to play with as well. This will be a good opportunity to practice getting maybe a semi-realistic sort of light beam coming from the lighthouse. That'd be interesting to see how people would tackle that. Then we've got the little boy sat upon the moon. He's looking out onto the planets with his telescope. He's got his little kitty friend with him, and it looks like he's set up for the night, ready to go to sleep in the sky. Another lovely full page. This is a beach. We've got a cute little crab type thing going on down here that's collecting all of the shinies. So it reminds me of Finding Nemo, is it? The shiny song? Is it Finding Nemo or it's something else? It's not, is it? What is the shiny tortoise from? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. It's not Moana, is it? Might be Moana. Anyways, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, you've got lots of shells to colour, again with the water and the sky, big sunbeams coming out from the sunset here. Just lovely. And then we've gone under the water to explore what's below the waves. We've got octopus, we've got treasure, we've got cute little clownfish and a jellyfish, and the jellyfish tentacles are made out of leaves and things. That's beautiful. So here is a mermaid that is just purely encrusted in seaweed and starfish shells, just made out of it really. And then you've got the big tail to colour and the fins as well. This is a gorgeous page of a waterfall set into the rocks. You've got some frond leaves sort of draping down there, and different waterside reeds and things to colour. This is a bird's eye view of a riverbank with a picnic set up next to it. You can see we've got a little, I don't know if that's a cat or a dog, curled up on the picnic blanket, and there's a nice book to read if you're feeling sleepy and you just want to chill out under the sun. In the warmth. And there's some shoes here, which I think means that the two children have gone on a little swim in the river. So here's the little girl trying to corral all of these kites that are blowing in the wind. Again, lots of flowing leaves and flowers coming off of the kites. Just really fun images to colour, and like Nicolette said, any age, young to old, would enjoy colouring these. So we've got some hanging flowers and vines here, along with some taller flowers that are growing up from the earth. So they're kind of meeting in the middle here. This is a lovely one. So I think this is the river continued, and you can see that it forks off into two sides. But we've also got the waterfall that we saw on the other page, and a beautiful bridge, again just being taken over by all of this plant life. It's lovely. So this is another spherical design, all contained into this circle shape, and it looks to me like these are deer. So we've got the mummy and the little baby deer, and they're surrounded again by all of the foliage. And very, very similarly, we've got the fox and his cubs. Again, we've got the foliage around it, but we've also got mushrooms in there as well, different kinds of toadstools. This would be nice in an autumn sort of colour palette. Then we've got the, again, very similarly, the mummy or daddy owl with the children. And what are little owls called? Owlets, maybe? I don't know. But this is their house. You can see they've got a little door with the word home written on it, a little tinkling bell above there as well. And yeah, just lovely. Very original, very sweet. And here's a tree with loads of bird boxes in it, so you can imagine this being overrun by lots of little birds and their families. Again, just tons and tons of leaves. So if you like colouring leaves, this is definitely a book for you. This one's kind of strange. It is a very realistic sort of looking snail with the two little things that are hanging off the face. Usually when you see snails in these kind of cute, charming, whimsical books, they're very much cute and charming rather than a kind of semi-realistic looking one. But yeah, it's all right. I don't know as if I'd be drawn to colour this one straight away. I do like, however, the shell, the shape of the shell. Obviously this is meant to be his home, so we've got a door, we've got a window, and we've got a couple of cute little snails as well, little friends, or maybe the children. But yeah, I would love to see it coloured. I think it would look beautiful when it's coloured. It's just that puts me off a little bit. But look at this one swinging. How cute. We've just got some flowers here, so just growing up from the ground, very tall flowers. There's lots of different ones. These look like snowdrops maybe, pansies, and I'm not entirely sure the rest of them, but just a floral page. And then here's a little girl, looks like a fairy actually, with her little baby, and she's in a cute little tent that has been made from a flower. So you can see this is the bit that was cut off of the flower. Here's the flower head, and all the petals are being propped up and peeled back to make the tent, the sides of the tent. So that's lovely. I'm just looking, this is a big leaf under here, which is what they're using as their ground sheet in the tent. So again, we've got another page just of flowers, and this one is like those dandelions that you blow, make a wish. And we've got another cute little fairy sat in a lily on the river. She's got her little lantern here, and it's looking like she's talking to the fish. So we've got a couple of fish under the waterline, and then some reeds on the riverbed. And then we've got a bird's eye view of a water lily with a gorgeous dragonfly on there. I can imagine that being coloured with gel pens or very fine liners. There's a lot of details on here, but it would look beautiful and very gem-like. And here's the one that I coloured. So obviously this is a butterfly surrounded by a circle of flowers, and I used, what did I use? I think I used Prismacolors on this, but I don't know if you can see that there's a sparkle on his body and on a few of the wings as well. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I used a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen in crystal clear just to add some translucent sort of sparkle on there. And yeah, I really enjoyed colouring it actually. I used a Sarah Renee Clark colour card for this, you know, the colour cubes, and I'll put it up on the screen now because I don't have it to hand, but I did use a colour cube for this. And then I decided to colour the flowers in purple, which wasn't on the colour cube, but hey ho, that's what I used for the main bit of the butterfly anyway, just as some colour inspiration. And I obviously used some markers there for the leaves. And then we've got the little girl. It looks like she's a ladybug girl. She's got the 2 antennae and she's got the ladybird shell on her back, and she's also holding a ladybird as well. Again, lots of different flowers on this one. Loads of scope for practicing your flower blends for sure in this book. Now look at this cute little mouse. He's going to sleep. He's in his lovely cozy cloud, all dripping with flowers and crystals as well, and lots of treasure and little things to colour in the clouds below. And that is the end. So here is the page for you to test out all of your different colours. Speaking of the paper, it's a great paper actually. It's not thick, it's not like the best quality paper ever, but it definitely has some tooth to it for colouring with pencils. And as you could see from mine, I got some lovely blends out of there. I did notice, I think I tried to use some luminance on here somewhere, I can't remember. But I did notice that it didn't want to play very well with the luminance. There's a couple of areas where it kind of just ripped the paper a little bit. It wasn't taking the layers. So I would say that it is good for colour pencil, as you can see, but it's not the best. It's not the best toothiest paper that you could use for pencil. Markers, obviously, absolutely fine. And with it being single-sided, you can definitely do that. So I just think it's a lovely little book. It's a great find. I've not seen many people talk about it, so I'm glad to show it to you today. Nicolette also has a new book coming out. I think it's a new one, or is this previously released? It says Your Next Colouring Adventure. I don't know, but it's Colours of Autumn, and it's very much the same kind of style and theme, but with autumn things in it. So you'll obviously have a lot of toadstools. As you can see, there's a pumpkin there. So I'd be really excited to get that and see all of the beautiful artwork inside. So I really hope you've enjoyed looking at this book. As I say, I've not seen many people review it or talk about it on the groups, and I think it's lovely. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.